For more, let's bring in lifelong El Paso resident and former U.S. congressional candidate Irene Armendariz-Jackson. Irene, thank you so much for being here. El Paso, Texas, border states, even New York City, already overwhelmed. How is El Paso going to deal with it? State of emergency.
Well, what ends up happening is that every citizen in border cities are actually put in a very dangerous situation. We already see illegals crossing. I'm not talking about the ones that are turning in themselves into the Border Patrol. I'm talking about the ones that are just jumping and going around and walking through our neighborhoods. And nobody in the Biden administration can guarantee me that these thousands of people are coming in just for a better life. You cannot say that because these people have not been vetted. Even those that have been turned themselves into the Border Patrol are not properly vetted. They're not properly interviewed. I'm also the wife of a retired Border Patrol agent. And what is happening right now is nothing as to what they were trained to do to detect those people that want to endanger Americans.
You know, Irene, I've talked to a number of people, friends on the southern border and communities, and they've said, listen, it's having a huge impact on our school system, tapping resources that aren't going to our own kids who, you know, live here and we pay taxes here, and also in hospitals. They're filling up the hospitals, and people who might have an emergency in El Paso can't access the necessary care for their emergency. What kind of impact is it having on the infrastructure of your community, this illegal migration?
Well, what we have seen since even 2019 is we saw the shutdown of several hotels that the government had completely blocked out, and were paying the owners large amounts of money to only have them open for illegals. Some of these hotels were actually filled with illegals, and others, as one front desk manager told me, said, we got paid $35,000 and not one single illegal alien showed up. Now, what happens for regular citizens is that the prices of the hotel rooms actually go up. And what we saw in 2019 is that hotel nights here in El Paso were going for at least $800 a night. And so we have all those people that are coming in for business, a lot of them that are coming in to visit families, and they can't afford the hotel nights. And I'm glad that you actually brought up the education. This is a problem that has been in the border cities for decades, because our property taxes is what pays for the public school system. And we have thousands of kids that come from our sister city, Ciudad Juarez, that cross every day in order to go into our public system. So our ratios are already very high. What they're going to do is they're going to bring them even higher. And the children of the taxpayers like myself, like others that are in my neighborhood and in my city, that we have one of the highest property taxes in the nation, are already going to be overwhelmed even more. This is going to put a lot of pressure on not only the children, but on the teachers and on the school systems. And another thing I want to point out is a lot of these kids that are coming with their parents, or some so-called parents, do not have the same lifestyle that our American children have. And I'm being very blunt and very raw, because I think it needs to be said. In our sister city, violence with the cartels has brought havoc for decades. Right. And I have a binational relationship because I grew up going to church in Ciudad Juarez. I have family and friends in Ciudad Juarez. And so what we see is these children, I'm talking about 12-year-olds, 13, 14, 15-year-olds, are actually hired hands of the cartels. And these are the kids that are going to be sitting in classrooms with our American children.
Irene, thank you so much for being here.
Keep up the fight, Irene.
Thank you so much.
Keep
Thank you.
speaking
Go to
out.
bordersecuritycoalition.com and sign up.
Thank you.